Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. A second attempt to assassinate former President Donald Trump has been foiled in accordance to the FBI in West Palm Beach, South Florida, at his golf tournament location, International Golf Club, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings, and salutations, to all nations. Ladies and gentlemen, you know it's your favorite Jamaican. I'm here with a breaking news. It's Rastafari Soldier. Hit that red subscribe button. Follow the Rasta man because you choose to hear the truth in the news. Donald J. Trump. Now, the second luckiest man in 2 months in a row, because Donald Trump has now escaped the second assassination attempt on his life in 2 months, ladies and gentlemen. So breaking news as FBI investigate the second assassination attempt on the former President Trump. The incident occurred West Palm Beach, Florida. The Republican candidate Donald Trump is safe following gunshot near his golf course in Florida. This, as I said, has been noted by the FBI and the Secret Service that they announced Sunday. The incident appeared to be an attempt, the second one in 2 months. The FBI said Sunday in a statement, I'm going to allow you to hear the words of the FBI, as this man here has been identified as the person in custody right now. He has been apprehended. The suspect was quickly apprehended, said the Palm Beach police. He remains in custody, and the custody is, the name of the person in custody is Ryan Willis Roth. His last name Routh, according to the media outlet citing multiple unidentified law enforcement source. The incident occurred on the same day the Republican nominee posted, "I hate Taylor Swift," on his Truth Social platform. His running mate, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, admitted that he had no regrets from propagating fake stories about Haitian migrants and led to multiple threats in the town of Springfield, Ohio. Now, as you hear the wording of the article, of course, you know they're trying to make it sound like Donald Trump is the reason why this maniac has done such a thing. Because, as you know, I man think that Donald Trump is a patriot. You are going to, and if I get a chance to vote in the U.S. election this year, I man, I vote Donald J. Trump. Because it's ironic, ladies and gentlemen, that so many things has been done to this candidate, this particular man. Donald Trump is a former president, and he has been spied on by former President Barack Obama. He has been lied on by former candidate Hillary Clinton, and he has been persecuted by the current President Joe Biden. It's unfortunate that, many people are allowing this man to be drugged in the media, because I've never seen media deal with a president or a former president as I see the U.S. media has been dealing with Donald Trump. Now, the Palm Beach sheriff was speaking today, and I got a chance to capture some of what was being spoken, so I want you to hear what's going on. I'm sorry, families and friends. I didn't realize that the audio was muted.
Shaw, the sheriff of Palm Beach
So let
County.
me let you hear
I
what's
have
going
with
on
me
right here.
Major Chandler from FHP. Brian Swain is the special agent in charge, Miami Secret Service, and I have George Pirro, special agent in charge from the FBI out of Miami. So I'm going to give you an overview of what took place, and then I'm going to give the other gentleman an opportunity to make a quick statement, then we'll do some questions. Here's what transpired. About 11:38 this morning, the FHP, Florida Highway Patrol, who's working a security job at the breakers, was notified by security that they had a white female that was acting irrationally. It was actually up on top of her car doing some kind of dance. FHP that was there drove his vehicle up, and as he was driving up, she got into her vehicle, which was a black SUV, I believe, a small compact Jeep. He walked up to the window to try to get her attention to roll the window down so he could talk to her, and she wasn't paying attention to her, was fooling around over on the side by where the console was. He kept trying to get her to respond. She tried to put the vehicle in reverse, at which time he kept tapping on the window. When she looked like she was going to put it in drive, he actually smashed the window out to try to grab the steering wheel, but it didn't work. He was able to get his arm out, and she drove off. He got back to her vehicle to try to pursue her at that particular point. He was able to catch up with her, but lost her again in the traffic because he didn't want to take any chances of hitting an innocent vehicle. She went south on Ocean Drive towards Mar-a-Lago. He tried to catch up with her there. When she approached the Mar-a-Lago area, she crashed through the first checkpoint, putting some lives of the people that were involved at the checkpoint there. Proceeded to the second checkpoint, crashed through there. The deputies and the Secret Service agents that were there moved out of the way just in time, but due to the fact that she had breached these two checkpoints, it was unknown at that point in time, due to her erratic driving, how many lives she was going to put in danger. We didn't know if there was somebody with a car bomb. We didn't know if somebody was there to try to hit as many pedestrians as possible, because we all know, we've seen it all over the place. People use cars to kill people, and people use cars for car bombs. At that point in time, the security people that were there, the deputies and the Secret Service, opened fire on the vehicle. The vehicle kept going south. At that time, the FHP officer was able to catch up and pursued that vehicle farther south and then west on Southern Boulevard over the bridge. He lost sight of her on the other side of the bridge and actually lost contact with her. In the meantime, we're finding out that this is a rental vehicle and trying to find out who it was registered to. Fortunately for us, one of our license plate readers went off and indicated that that vehicle was over near the airport. We alerted FHP, they had units in the area and actually spotted the vehicle again. That trooper followed that vehicle to a local motel where the driver jumped out and was trying to flee to a room. The trooper did a great job, tackled her and took her into custody there. So that particular scene has been secured. The vehicle is secured, the room is secured, and we're going to get search warrants for the room and the vehicle, which will be executed by us, the FBI and the Secret Service in a joint investigation, and we're going to get further details. Right now, the suspect has not been interviewed, and we are going to do that at a later date. The vehicle has been struck by multiple rounds of gunfire. Nobody is injured, thank goodness, neither the deputies nor the Secret Service agent nor the people that were in the vehicle. There was two females in there. We believe that the original female actually picked up the second female after she lost the pursuing law enforcement officers over at the Mar-a-Lago area. The person in custody is a white female by the name of Hannah, and I'll spell the last name for you. Roemhild. She's a white female that's 30 years old and does not have a past that we can discern right now. She has, I believe, a Connecticut driver's license. So having said that, I'm going to turn it over to the Major of FHP and let him make a brief statement.
Pretty much, Sheriff Bradshaw stated everything that happened with our trooper. Actually, it was a Sergeant Tony Kingery, that this started with. Our troopers did a really good job, and you know, at some point we did lose sight of her, but it was for the public safety. We're not going to pursue through the town of Palm Beach and risk lives. She had driven on the wrong side of the road. But we worked together with the sheriff's office, and we quickly captured her. It didn't take much long. It was probably within a few minutes after we lost her. But if there are any questions?
The timing, how long between, so you lost her for about, what's the timing there?
It was probably maybe 15 minutes. Don't hold me to that, but it was a very short time.
Any weapons found in the car? We got to do a search warrant for that.
Can you just kind of reiterate how the trooper initially got involved with this woman in the car?
Well, Sheriff Bradshaw did say that we were working an off-duty. The sergeant was working an off-duty security detail for the breakers. They had approached the sergeant, the security there, and said they had some complaints about this person was acting strange. Whether it was under the influence of drugs or alcohol or just strange behavior, something wasn't right. So that's when the sergeant went back to approach her vehicle.
Sir, you said you didn't know what her intentions may have been, but under what circumstances would deputies fire their weapons?
Okay, that's not for him to answer.
That's not for me.
Okay, and we're not going to get into that
And
particular
can you tell us
aspect.
where in the parking lot, it was the parking lot of the breakers, correct? Was it close up near the valet or was it back in a different area?
It was, I believe, near the fountain. Don't hold me that. There's a big fountain up front. I believe so.
Custody? 2 women, Sheriff?
No,
One,
just
one
one.
woman.
How many shots were fired, and which agencies fired the shots?
Let's back up for a minute. We're going to let these other 2 people talk, and
FHP
then
did
I'll
not
take
fire
some
their
questions.
weapons, just so you know.
Question about FHP. What was it about the trooper? What did the trooper see that made him feel that he had to take the dramatic step of punching out the victim?
Well, she wasn't acknowledging his presence there, even though he's banging on the window, yelling at her, trying to get her attention. Just like if anybody here has dialed 911, you know, believe that they spotted somebody, that something's wrong with their driving on the road, you would expect the trooper to do his job. So he's doing his job, making sure she was okay, but she wasn't acting normal to him.
But he was also fearing that she could back out and do something crazy,
Yes.
hit somebody.
Yes.
About how fast was she going and how close did she get to Mar-a-Lago, the actual property line?
I think the sheriff could answer that better
I'll
than
answer
me.
that in a couple of minutes.
Major, can I get your name, please?
Major Robert Chandler.
Robert Chandler?
Yes,
Thanks.
Chandler. But to answer your questions, at one point it was speeds somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 miles an hour. It could have been more, but
On the island,
on the island, yes.
We're going to have the Secret Service here give you a statement.
Good afternoon. I'm Brian Swain, the Special Agent in charge of U.S. Secret Service in Miami, Florida. As the sheriff mentioned earlier today, a vehicle fleeing from local law enforcement approached an outer perimeter checkpoint and failed to stop. The vehicle continued towards a second checkpoint and failed to stop. Both checkpoints are manned by U.S. Secret Service and Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies. These vehicle checkpoints are located on public roadways and are part of the U.S. Secret Service outer perimeter. Again, let me emphasize, the outer perimeter. They are not located on Mar-a-Lago property. We can confirm that local law enforcement and Secret Service discharged their weapons at the vehicle. No Secret Service protectees were in Palm Beach County during the time of this incident. We will not have any further comment at this time.
I'm sorry, what did you say, sir? No Secret Service protectees. Oh.
Basically, they must say them find a long rifle like a AR-15 style rifle. Some must say AR-15, some must say AK-47 style rifle. I man basically just go through the information as I get it right now, people. Now, as you heard him said, the FBI were on scene and they had information together. And right now, the law enforcement them in Florida right now kind of shook right now, them serious right now, cause them try to touch the boss, them try to touch Donald Trump in him state. So everything is going to be transparent about this. This is not going to be like the situation, the first attempt at his life. The police are going to make sure so them take care of what we would say is the highest ranking man in the state. Here's the FBI talking.
We are going to give you, when I say we have a representative from the FBI, from the Secret Service, from the State Attorney's Office. We are going to give you everything we have. Everything. All right? So when we get done, think about your questions, because we're not going to take a lot. and keep them to the information that you heard. Don't get into what ifs, and because of this, we're not going to go there, all right? So keep that in mind, and we'll be good. So here we go. All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area.
Family, leave your comment
a witness that came to us and said,
here,
hey,
cause
I saw the guy running
tell
out.
me say if one thing say the government of foreign target Donald Trump too much, because I've never seen a president treated like this before.
We had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers. And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County. We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the the witness that witnessed the incident, flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car. Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, as soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you and we'll get a picture of him and we'll get you his background. So now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the Secret Service, and he's going to make a brief statement.
Good afternoon, everyone. I first want to thank all of our law enforcement partners, to include the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and the Martin County Sheriff's Office, for their involvement today. Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation. I'll turn it over to my partners over at the FBI.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Veltri. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Miami field office. The FBI has assumed the role as the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident that occurred earlier today at Trump International Golf Course here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We've deployed a number of resources, including investigative teams, crisis response team members, bomb technicians, and evidence response team members as well. What we need right now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office and state and local law enforcement. I would ask that if anyone has any information that may assist with this investigation, to contact our tip line at 1-800-CALL-FBI or at tips, that's TIPS .FBI.gov. Thank you.
David?
Hi, I'm Dave Ehrenberg, State Attorney for Palm Beach County. I want to thank Sheriff Bradshaw and our partners at the local, state, and federal levels. I'm here because our prosecutors are currently working up warrants and a motion for pretrial detention for the suspect. In that way, he will be kept in custody. But our filing of these warrants and charges at the state level does not preclude federal charges that could be coming. But in the meantime, it looks like the warrants and the pretrial detention motion will happen first. And again, I want to thank the cooperation we've had with our federal partners and at the local level. And thank you all for being here today.
Okay, we're going to make these pictures available to you. It'll show you a picture of the backpack and the rifle. And there's also a GoPro on the fence there where he was intent on filming what was going on. Even though we're going to have to secure a couple of areas around the golf course here, the public doesn't need to panic. We know that we got a post office, a library, and a school down the street. So we'll make it convenient for you to get to all the places you need to go, get your kids to school, get them over here to the post office or wherever else you need to go. It's safe. There's no more danger here, and we'll make it very convenient for you. So having said that, we're going to take a very limited amount of questions.
Well, it appears that Trump has 9 lives. He's really the Teflon Don, because here it is, a former president of the United States, there him yard, upon him ends, at the International Golf Club, at the Trump International Golf Club, having a relax after he had a debate with the vice president. And here you have this, I don't understand what to call these people, these shaky people, these people who have no resistance, because no matter what you hear Trump is saying, we all understand this is just rhetoric. This is just a heated election because they're throwing everything at Donald Trump, including the kitchen sink. The man in custody is Ryan Wesley Roth, T, Routh. Unbelievable, just like the Roth IRA. People, I would like you to leave a message, leave a comment here. Let me know if you think that the deep state is behind all of this. Why do you think so many people are against Donald J. Trump, as a second assassination attempt have been made on his life? Like I said, this man looked like he's a regular hunky-dokey, one of those folks. You can see he's one of those soy boys. Why? Why all the men on the Democrat side seems to be a little bit feeble in the mind, seems to be a little bit shaky in their emotions? Listen, we might get in heated debates, and many people know man's passionate about what I believe, but against true reality deserve compassion and humanity. I know you don't like me in tweets, but Donald Trump love him country. And the people actually love Donald J. Trump because they have gravitated to him, because people like to be told the truth. Believe it or not, when you scold your youth love you for that. And sometimes you need a man of stature to stand and look the people in their eyes and tell them, look, if uno want change, uno going to have to be told what to do to change. Ladies and gentlemen, leave your comment on this one. Let me know if you think that Donald Trump is getting a fair election run after Barack Obama spied on him, after Hillary Clinton lied about Russia Gate, and after Joe Biden and his current running, and his opponents have put him through 94 felony charge, and now there have been 2 attempts of assassination on his life. Listen to me. I, man, I tell you, the people them love Donald Trump. There's some people that are deranged, suffering from Trump deranged syndrome in this world that don't like this man because him is a billionaire. And because the mainstream media have perpetuate negativity about Donald J. Trump, some people take that in their mind as a signal and permission to try to do this man things. As they say, they have found a GoPro. It appears that this sick individual was trying to record his attempted assassination, but the fine sheriff of Palm Beach County in Florida has foiled the second attempt assassination on the former President Donald J. Trump. May I tell you, sir, it guarantee, said Donald Trump, I take the victory. You are guarantee. I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm going to vote Donald J. Trump. The man they are boss. Why? Explain to me, people, why the establishment media is so negative on this one man. Why? All the government apparatus from the DOJ to the WHO to UN to all of the former neocons, warmongers of the Republicans, Dick Cheney, George Bush, now endorsing the other side. Wagwan pa wagwan. So uno na think we have no brains of our own. Everyone, every black celebrity, all Stevie Wonder who can't see, Oprah, everybody, what is wrong with this man who was already the president? You know, say at all word upon the front page. You are going to yo, you know, say, are the cats thing around the place right now because Donald Trump go say they're eating the cats and the dog, and all when them try to spin it negative upon him, it's still a workout because him name still out there, people still are here, and you know we all say things that's taken or sound different. But if I man was told that there's 20,000 new Jamaicans in the community and someone has some rooster and goat, and people say rooster and ram goat are missing because we now have no sheep goat, wouldn't you believe it? Well, I'm telling you people, I am not saying that Donald Trump is correct in his rhetoric and statement, but me not tell you no lie. We love it. If you turn on CNN, MSNBC, ABC for 5 minutes and them no say Donald Trump, something is wrong. Right now, I man in the state with Donald Trump there. I man chilling forward in a Florida, holy rain. And I man say, Donald Trump is the real Teflon Don after a second attempt of assassination. Remember, you know, a mouse, a rat, love to see when an elephant fall. So, because Trump is a real big man, many pebbles are upset with the authority of his wallet and the authority of his words and statue. Many people dislike Trump because the media has alienated and turned Trump into the villain. And a lot of people don't understand. These are the, what I would say, patterns, or I would say steps of the Illuminati to turn people away from the person that should be leading them. It's the same thing they did to Marcus, Malcolm, and others. As Malcolm X said, these liberals are like the fox in the hen house, and they continue to perpetuate lies and negativity. And many people who are unaware that Donald Trump has been a lifetime Democrat from the 80s. And you can look it up, Google it. Donald Trump has been around many black celebrities, from Oprah Winfrey to Mike Tyson. The man they have donated to the Black Panther, Jorgen T, Jesse Jackson, all of them man there. A link with Whoopi Goldberg, a link with Donald Trump from 80s and 90s. But because he pointed out that Barack Obama was a war criminal in Syria, everybody despised him. Because the man they are telling the truth. Because we're in Syria to take the oil, Jorgen T. Just like how we in Ukraine, for steal the people them resources, and we in Palestine, for do the same. Ladies and gentlemen, I man can see that this man, Donald J. Trump, is covered. And it's unfortunate that the people love Donald Trump. I can see it in the street. I'm in Florida right now. But the other Illuminati party, because both of them are Illuminati party, Jorgen T is just one of them usurping the power of the people under the disguise of democracy, and the other one is trying to uphold nationalism through the disguise of republicanism or republicanism. People, I want you to leave when you comment on this when you see it. I want you to let me know. Do you think these estranged personalities are just getting up on their own, or they're being programmed through the television you are gone through, which is a form of MK Ultra mind control through the consistent negative and downtrodden remarks that are being made by this man? I mean, I don't watch the television too much since Donald Trump point out that they are fake news. A lot of people will now say, yeah, are true. But that's one of the reasons why the fake news media despise this man, because he have opened up the eyes and let you know that the fourth government, or the fourth branch of government in the United States and in most countries, which is the media, which is supposed to keep the government on their toes, supposed to be the check and balance, which is supposed to be the voice and the ear of the people, and the eyes of the people are now in bed with the people them that they should be watching. Like Malcolm X say, the fox is in charge of the hen house. So you get radicals. Because you always hear Democrats talk about Republicans as they are some kind of, far right crazy. But most of the times when you're getting political violence in the United States, they are Democrats that are doing it, from Black Lives Matter to the abortion riots to the Israel protests to the Judge Kavanaugh appointment. Jorgen T, I remember when Senator Scalise got shot at the baseball game, it was Democrats. But what they do is they project everything that they are on the Republicans. They don't ever say Republicans anymore. They call them MAGA to separate the Republicans from Donald Trump, followers. So people, I want you to leave in a comment and let me know, have you ever seen anyone in the United States, much less a former president of the United States, been alienated, been spoken so negatively about in the media? And do you think that by the media constantly alienating, disrespecting, classifying Donald Trump as a racist, classifying Donald Trump as the next Führer, Jorgen T as a fascist, which the Democrats are the true fascists. The Democrats are the true anti-democratic. For the last 3 elections, They have bypassed their democratic process. And Joe Biden rode the coattail of Barack Obama into the White House because he could not have gotten the vice presidency without Barack Obama and without Bernie Sanders stepping aside. They pushed Hillary Clinton. Also, they did it to Bernie again. And now, if they did not put Kamala Harris, a melanated woman, I don't like to use the word black because I have realized that the word black has negative connotation, and when someone calls you black, they're calling you something that you don't ever realize. So if Joe Biden did not attach himself again to the melanated woman, which we all understand that Carmela is an Indian woman because her mother is Indian and her father is half melanated and half white because he's of Irish descendants. And if you have done your research, you know that his 4 parents owned slaves. So my families and friends, like I said, I'm going to end the vlog on this one. Do you think that Donald Trump is getting a fair chance to become the president again? You heard what I said. Barack Obama spied on him while he was in the White House, while Trump was in the White House. Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, they all knew that the Russia collusion to steal the election was a lie. And we all found out that was a lie and we all forget about it. And the same people them say the border closed. And right now, me not too care about no border, but don't tell me it closed when you know say a lie. So how you expect me to believe you? How you expect me to believe you? And they will say, well, all politicians lie. Well, that is why I vote Donald Trump. Because him a no politician. Me want to hear the truth. Thank you for tuning in to The Approach TV, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to hear the truth, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to hear the truth, leave your comment and subscribe. Ryan Wesley Roth. Ryan Wesley Roth. The man in custody right now. The man in custody. There's 2 in custody right now. As you heard in the early report, there's a female. That's actually 3. A female and a friend, because the Palm Beach sheriff said that they allowed her to get away. At least she thinks so. And it looked like she got pick up a second. So them locked them because she was acting erratically. So they tried to stop her. And she wouldn't stop, so them broke out the glass and run down her ass. She took off. And they apprehended her with another. But Ryan Wesley Roth, you can see say, him not all there. You can see say, him is a soy boy. You can see say, him not too strong in a mentality. They found a rifle. They say it's a AK looking kind of rifle, a AR looking kind of rifle. And he had a GoPro. It appears he was going to record the job that he was sent to do. And I, man, strongly believe that the deep state, or what I would call the Illuminati, the shadow government, do not want Donald Trump because he's going to stop them money making out of the war. He's going to stop that. He's going to bring home some of the factories that's overseas, that's milking the people. You are going to, and he's going to stop some of the illegality with the human trafficking that the Democrats have been doing, and the public is acting like they don't see it. Because it's obvious. The Democrats have been trafficking many things. Whether it's conspiracy, whether it's strategic realignment, with the population through illegal immigration to strategize to take the next election by making, red state purple so they becomes battle state, or even by lying to the people them, sending billions of dollars overseas, funding 2 wars, and sending billions of dollars of weapons to take advantage of Palestinians. And as they have printed a whole bunch of money, because that's how economy work, the more money in the street, the less the value of the dollar. So here come inflation. And the feds just, did them thing with the interest rate. Or when they're supposed to do it, I think it's on the 18th, sorry. Because I haven't seen the report, because they were supposed to, sentence Donald Trump on the 18th. So the Fed set to cut interest rate on the 18th so nobody pay attention at them little clown thing there. And me guarantee by November, they will cut the interest rate at least 3 more times to make it appear that the inflation is not as bad as it is. And most people don't understand those things. So when they see the final report, they might go say, right. They come out with a job report. So they had how much million? 15.8 million jobs. When you find out most of those jobs are created in government sectors. And healthcare, which are subsidized by government. And over 818,000 jobs were not created where they lied about. So they say 15.8 million, so it was 15 million. No, 0.8 was there, 818,000 short of what they say they created. But you're not going to hear these reports in the media because CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, all of them are Democratic talking point. Me see a woman on the TV named Joy Reid, and I can't believe she so deranged with Trump, she start wear a Trump wig. And the things that she spews from her face, it is hideous and atrocious. Unbelievable that a cable news station would have somebody on their TV spewing such horrific and racist rhetoric. Joy Reid should be ashamed of herself. Unbelievable. But I realized that once the Illuminati picks an enemy, like they would pick China or they would pick Russia, now they have brought the strategy to the domestic battlefield, because Donald Trump appears to be the new Führer, and that's all people need to know. Don't matter about policy, about the election, don't matter that the current administration that's in is the current administration that's in, that set the policies that create the open borders, that set the policies and funding the wars in 2 countries that's killing over 500,000 Ukrainian and have killed over 40,000 innocent Palestinians. But guess what? Donald Trump bad. Trump bad. Them people are serious. Like me see a little TikTok thing I go around. The man them said, tell me black people, what rights have we gotten back now that Donald Trump is not in power? We were black before and we gonna stay black. So enough is start making decisions within the mind and stop making decisions within the heart. Because I saw a young woman from Spelman College and she described it properly. You can look it up. Everyone seeing this worldwide. Now take no bribes. Because you can find information now. Whether you're in the crevice corner of Moko. If you're there St. Mary, you can go up on the internet because you see the Rasta man. If you're there Cuba, you can get on the internet and look up information. You are guaranteed. Because in this world, if you don't educate yourself or self-educate, induce what's within you, the education that you're receiving from others aren't real education. That's their education. That's your duplication. That's duplication. Someone want to know if you look up the woman from Spelman College that has graduated and made the most beautiful speech, and I love the gorgeous lock she has. She says, black faces in high places won't save us. So I, man, I love Carmela, but I know Carmela don't like me because she didn't get married to someone look like me. She did not conceive for somebody that look like me. A matter of fact, she have not conceived. On the Democrat Party, these people are so shadow-faced, they don't even know the name, the real last name, the married name of their vice president. I go around and I test it. So I'm in Florida right now. So the thing upgrade. Rastaman get brave. You are going to. There he is. This man who tried to wipe out the Teflon Don, Donald Trump. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here reporting Ryan Wesley Roth, the man in custody right now, apprehended with an assault type rifle, a GoPro, appears to wanted to take the life of former President Donald Trump. Leave your comment. You are going to, you know, have to agree with everything what I'm on set. But we are speaking truth here on the approach because it's obvious there's an establishment, a government, a shadow government that's running things behind the scene. Because it's obvious Barack Obama is not, Joe Biden is not running the country. It's obvious. So, like I made the Floridian slip, Barack Obama is running the country. You are guarantee, Black Jesus, the cousin of George Bush and Brad Pitt. And a lot of people don't know this. So here you have a man in the name of Donald J. Trump, where everybody love. At least I knew that from all the rap songs from the 80s, from the images that I've seen with Donald Trump and Supercat and Shabba Rankin and Oprah and Jesse Jackson and Whoopi Goldberg and all of these rappers, Mike Tyson. I've heard how he's spoken. Just look up the video of them about his country. The man love him country. But many people want this elephant, this giant to fall. So they salivate, waiting, even when their evil being done to this man. Like Martin Luther King say, injustice done to one is injustice done to all. And as you see, they have charged him 94 felony charge. And most of these charges are unprecedented. And the way that law works, they just need to find a precedent to create the same laws for you and me. And if we could see a sitting president of the United States being kicked off of social media that's designed to communicate between you and me, he, she, and the old lady, and everyone sit back and take it, I'll be surprised if them not try kill him again. Because the people is obviously complicit. The media has shown their, complicity. The media has shown their complicity. This is the real RICO case that we should be looking at. How governmental officials have been trying to jail this man, how his opponents have spied on him, how the cable news, mainstream media has tarnished and dragged Donald Trump and has turned regular, benign citizens against him, this billionaire that has done so much in real estate, in entertainment, for his country in politics. Now in social, he has his own social media platform. For the last 8 years, Donald J. Trump has been the star of America, which is Hollywood. And many people, including this clown here, despise the big boss move where Donald Trump make. And as you see, they have charged him for almost $500 million. And he will not pay a dime of it, because every single case will be thrown out, not because he's above the law, but because Joe Biden and the Department of Justice are guilty of election interference by trying to jail their opponent, and the mainstream media is also complicit by reporting one-sided on the election that has been running. They salivate and wait for Donald Trump to slip up every day. And if they don't find something that he slips up on, they criticize and they alienate and they disparage. And after a while, the weapon of mass distraction, which is cable or the television, is going to get to some loose brain person. As you notice just the way he look, him look like a soy boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV. I'm letting you know, evil do not like righteousness, and the darkness do not like the light. And the lie runs around the world before the truth rises and get dressed in the morning. And it appears that people love negativity, but I and I man love mean tweets. Big up yourself, Donald J. Trump. You are true boss. And who don't like it, get lost. I'm Rastafari Soldier here of Deep Roots TV, reporting live another attempt assassination on Donald J. Trump, the former president of the United States. This time the assassination attempt is in his hometown. Them come him yard. Them in him town. Big breeze them say, Donald, now worry yourself, Mr. Trump. I'm Rastafari Soldier here, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe, like, and share to the Rastaman channel. Build up the Rastaman panel.
So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And let some black people put the wicked them under. Hey Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy lightning and who roll the thunder? Deep root flashy lightning and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them will them shut and kill, look how much them put under. How much of the youth them will them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon the proofs full of say you can't turn ya. Fire key, Rastaman and a real fire key. Whoa, fire key, Rastafari soldier and fire key. Yeah, balalang bang,
Pick up Deep Roots TV. Respect, make sure to tune in. We are every time.